How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
You're doing good, okay. I'm going to focus on you the entire night because you're doing great. I just want to feed off of that energy. Can you do that for me? Excellent. So I went home recently and I moved out a few years ago and I'm the youngest in the family. So I'm sort of at the stage where my parents are just starting to fill the empty nest. They're finding things to replace me with. I'm fine with a dog because Ella is better than me. She's just so cute. I love her more than I love myself, which admittedly isn't a particularly high bar, but she passes it. The weird one though is my mum's recently got into sourdough. She's got into fermentation more generally, but it's the sourdough which is the real problem because, like, okay, so first of all, the way you get into sourdough is like an exclusively middle-class drug deal. Genuinely, she dropped a message to a friend who she knew was into sourdough. So like, no, I'm off for stuff, man. It's taking over. It's ruined my life. I need to go cold turkey, but I know a guy. I know he can hook you up. So my mum met with this guy who she'd never seen before genuinely in a Marks and Spencer's car, where he came up to her. I was like, you I don't want to give out my mum's name to everyone. Are you Jane? Not her real name. And she was like, yeah, so this is the stuff, this is how you use it. And it's just become like an unhealthy relationship. She'll just like get up in the middle of the night being like, it needs feeding. I must care for it. And I'm just like, okay, you're replacing me. Was I really this bad? Apparently, yes. And also, just this is not a healthy relationship. You need to go to a relationship counsellor with this sourdough. And you can do the trust exercise where you pretend to be each other. It rose too much. So I'm currently unemployed. So I'm living through the benefit system. Woo, benefit! It's fucking horrible. So it's a system which is sold as a way to help people who are struggling, but it's not. It's a patronising system which is designed to break you down. It's designed to scare people and just dehumanise them so utterly that you see people in these places who are just broken down by a system that's meant to be there to help them. So if you're ever in that situation, I have one piece of advice for you. Take a raw pig head. Some clarification. First of all, this wasn't planned. Secondly, I genuinely did this. And thirdly, I did not have it for any David Cameron-esque reasons. I had it to eat it. And it just really changes the balance of power, knowing that in your bag you have like an instant protest. Like just knowing if the interview's going badly, you can just pull it out. And like, I don't know what exactly I'd do. Like I might just go with a classic and just call them pig fuckers, or I could go more literary route and just like make an Animal Farm reference. But one thing you do have to be careful though is don't throw it at anyone, because if they're Jewish or Muslim, it will be reported as a hate crime. And I live my life by one hard and fast rule. If something I do is something Piers Morgan would approve of, don't do it. Any Piers Morgan fans in here? No, thank fuck, because I take the piss out of him a lot in this set. Yeah, so I'm not vegan. What was the first clue? I don't. If any vegans in the room, don't worry. I'm not gonna like make my set about taking the piss out of veganism for 3 reasons. 1, I think it's wrong to mock people for their sincerely held personal beliefs. 2, Piers Morgan would do it. And 3, it's just too easy. It's like shooting tofu in a barrel. Which is the appropriate response to tofu, by the way. Like, everyone I have met who like defends tofu is like, oh, it's great, you just need to marinate it with stronger flavours. If it needs strong flavours to make it not taste like a makeup sponge, it's not good food! I may have gotten slightly off topic here. So, I think, so yes, unemployment is really hard for me because we're in a society which so strongly links your worth as a human to the value of your work. So when you can't work, it's really unpleasant, and it's just fucking pisses me off because there's so many people who make the world worse by what they do. Like Trump famously could have invested his money in a tracker fund and become richer than he is now without trying. And you don't even have to be bad at what you do. Like Napoleon was excellent at what he did, and because of him millions of people died. Piers Morgan is excellent at being the human equivalent of a lukewarm teaspoon of cum. just makes everything work. And this is coming from someone who's a fan of cum. The reason I've been thinking about this is over Christmas I ended up spending the night at the house of some hedge fund investors. Because apparently obnoxiously wealthy isn't like a valid job title. And I didn't know what I was getting into. Like, there was friends of, well, their daughter was a friend of my sister-in-law. We needed a place to stay, they happened to be nearby. So I didn't know what I was getting into until like we turned onto the driveway and just kept going. I thought this was this is their driveway, okay. And we got to the end and we had brand new cars, and each with personalised number plates, which is just like signs that either you're a wanker or you have more money than sense. They had pheasants, just everywhere. Like they had stuffed pheasants in the house. Then they had like this little barn thing with like a load of pet pheasants, and then they also went hunting for pheasants. But what weirded me out the most is, like, I was in like a room which I think normally like, when we had kids staying over, they'd stay in. And in it they had like a cuddly stuffed toy pheasant. Which I can only assume was like to train them on the hunting from an early age. Just like, this is what you aim for, this is how you want to wring its neck. And it was just weird sort of talking to them like the next morning, because socially they were lovely. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm good, yeah, that's fine. No, I've got enough coffee, a croissant would be lovely. Your best concentration of wealth is immoral. So, this has been a bit of a weird set, I'm aware of that. But the takeaways are threefold. 1, we need to treat people who are unemployed with more humanity. 2, I really hate Piers Morgan. And 3, there's not much point trying to get your money back here. I've been Chris Harley, you guys have been awesome.